Right, so the last video covered putting the shocks on all four corners. The front's basically built, back's built, the drivetrain's built. You will notice the innards are still very empty, although I have mounted the kind of the steering arms. So the next section, and I imagine this video is going to focus about filling this area up with the electronics effectively. However, first I did manage to source this bumper, this urethane bumper. It's sponge or foam, quite hard, but with a little bit of give in it. So if you hit something, it's going to give quite a bit of protection and cushioning. This was about £5. I think it didn't come in the box of parts. I kind of had to guess it from the shape that I saw and then look at different ones online. I'm going to go ahead and get this mounted, and then we'll have a quick look at the electronics. Okay, that is mounted. Nice easy job, just one step and 2 screws, and that's going to give a bit of protection to the front. So now we get lots of diagrams about electronics, attaching the servo and electronic speed controller, then attaching the receiver, which I tend to swap in and out, and then connecting it all together. So for this model, I do have my own servo I'm going to add in, and I do have my own speed controller I'm going to add in. As with all the other models, the receiver, which is the bit that talks to the handset, that's the one I tend to swap between the cars, because whilst you can get receivers only, it can start getting expensive getting all the electrics. That's quite easy to change. The other ones can be a bit of a faff. So that's going to take us up to pretty much putting the wheels on. So let's get that bit done and we'll do another update. Right, so reasonably exciting development when you connect up all the electronics, servo, and then the radio gear, and then the speed controller, is when it all works. So that's nice. So that all has to go in there now. And parts bag C, which is what I've just unpacked here, is what helps you get it in there. It's mostly just a bunch of screws, really. You only get 2 snap pins to hold the body shell on, which, considering there are 2 mounts at the front, 2 mounts at the back, four, that seems a bit odd. You only get 2, but I've got some spares, so it's not a problem. A few cable ties, tie it all together, little ratchet wrench, which I'm accumulating these quickly now because you get one in every kit and I don't really need that many. Anyway, let's try and get it all mounted. Right, so the electronics are mostly mounted. They're not in properly yet, but the servo is in. And you can see the steering linkage that all goes through there. Speed controller connected to the motor, battery compartment. That will get tidied up. I'll do a proper video in a moment on that, or later, but for now we should have power, which is always a satisfying thing to see. She lives.